Hey everybody, it's Kyle. I am coming to you from my car. Just a quick little special report, you can hear I'm kind of peppy in my voice. And the reason is, I just went on a little record run. I really wasn't planning on it, but I'm glad I did because I came across a couple records. I came across a few more that I was interested in too, but God dang, man, the way some of these are priced nowadays is absolutely insane. I came across the Cult Electric, which I love that record, man. That's definitely my favorite record by the Cult. And probably second is Love, and then third is Sonic Temple. And I have Sonic Temple. April got that for me a couple Christmases ago. But they had both Electric, and that was $40. I mean, it was in great shape. It's an original pressing, but $40. And then they had Love also, and that was $30. And it's like, I just can't see shelling that out, man. I mean, if it was like remastered from the original tapes or something, even then I'm going to have a problem with it. But I'm probably more inclined to do it if it's on like 180 gram vinyl. Even though I would rather have vintage records every single time. But sometimes you can't get them. So, and then sometimes I ain't going to spend $40 on the Cult Electric. I love it. I love Love Removal Machine. So many good songs on that album. I can't even Peace Dog. I love that. That's my favorite Cult song. But I ain't going to pay $40 for it. So, and there's some other ones I came across. I came across a collection from, I think it's called from, what the hell is that called? It's New Order and, what was the group that they were before New Order? Oh my, that's horrible, dude. I have a record at home too. Love will tear us apart, yes it will. That band, I have that album at home. They're like greatest hits or whatever. It's awesome. But anyway, a lot of those guys went on to be in New Order, I believe. I could be wrong. I know they're associated somehow. But I love Bizarre Love Triangle, True Faith. I love those songs from that New Order album. I can't even remember the name of that album off the top of my head. But I used to have that cassette, and I listened to it nonstop. But anyway, there was a record there, and it was four sides, so 2 albums full of songs by both bands, and of course all of those New Order tunes. But it was like $60, man. That's a new pressing, so I guess so. I mean, I don't know. It's so I'm paying for $30 per LP. I don't know, man. They're just a little crazy on this pricing for records. That's all I can say. And that's fine, because I know a lot of people are getting into it, so I understand. But whatever. What I ended up getting was I dug through a bunch of the new arrivals, and, these are things that people could bring in to sell. And I came across the Mamas and the Papas 20 Golden Hits, which, California Dreamin'. I mean, there's so many songs on it that I was like, I'm not the biggest folk music guy, but there is some of it I love, and Mamas and the Papas are up there. Carpenters are kind of there a little bit. Simon and Garfunkel. There's a few, definitely Jim Croce. Anyway, picked that sucker up. It was like $12, and then I had a Hanoi Rocks album in my hands, and it was $12 also, and it was original pressing. It's the one that's like, Bangkok Shakes, Saigon, something, Hanoi Rocks. It's not the one I used to have. I used to have one called Two Steps from the Move, I believe. But this one it's got them on the front, like on stage, on the cover of the album, and then pictures of them on the back. And, there's a couple songs on there I recognize and stuff, but I don't know. I'm so stingy, man, when it comes to record buying. I'm really picky. But then at the same time, I turn around and buy crazy things like the record I did buy. So I put down that Hanoi Rocks album, And I ended up getting the Plasmatics, and I've been kind of looking at Plasmatics records, but this one's Beyond the Valley, 1984. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Wendy O. Williams and the Plasmatics, but they kind of like came onto the scene and like shocked the shit out of America back in the early to mid 80s, and they're a trip. If you don't know what I'm talking about, she's blonde, and she had a kind of a mohawk, and then she also would go with no top on at all, but she would put electric tape over her nipples and areola. And that's how she was. That's how she was in her music videos. That's how she performed on stage. That's how she is on all these album covers. But I kind of like some of their fuck you punk music, man. It's fun. And I got a feeling that Julie Bowie and April and I are going to have fun listening to this record. There's another one there that I liked by them too, but it's about $30, but that sucker's going to go down. You know, I look at a lot of these. In Tesla, Mechanical Resonance, that was there too. I love that record. But, you know, they had like 12 copies of it. They're going to drop it down to half pretty soon. They're doing that with a lot of them, I've noticed. Unfortunately, a lot of Black Francis ones. Now, I did get Frank Black, 2 of his albums there, and I love them. Honeycomb, and I think it's called 9303 or something like that. But it's like kind of a bunch of songs that he wrote in that time frame. And he's got all the Frank Blacks and the Catholics records coming out on vinyl pretty soon, which I will be scooping those up because I love all of those. But a lot of the Black Francis stuff, and even some of the regular Frank Black stuff, I mean, I'm okay with it, but I really love Frank Black and the Catholics. And I mean, I do love, you know, almost everything he's done, but I don't know. I'm just not willing to drop. And a lot of these records are dropped down to like $10 now. I think I bought Honeycomb for $25, and then I bought the other one for like $32. But it's a double album, the other one. It's good. I love it, man. I like him. I just really am. Honeycomb is when he started moving over into the Catholic stuff to me, and I think it might even be after Catholics, but it sounds more like Frank Black and the Catholics to me. So that obviously that one's going to appeal to me a little bit more. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm going to go home. I'm going to finish up this computer, and I'm going to crank these tunes in the background while I'm doing so, and enjoy my afternoon, get that computer done. And then we're supposed to go with Pee-Pee and his wife. April and I are going to go have some tacos with them this evening. So that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, that's it, man. Not much else going on. I mean, I'm all caught up on Raised by Wolves. I can't stress again how amazing that show is. I also can't stress to you how upsetting and disturbing sometimes that show is. But if you can stand to watch things that are kind of disturbing and upsetting sometimes, in the guise of the fact that there's a lot of beauty within it, it's a great show, man. I highly recommend it. It's on HBO now. Watch it if you get a chance. It's sci-fi, but it's crazy, trippy, heady sci-fi. It's not for your average person, that's for sure. I was amazed it actually even had a second season. But it does. I don't know where it's going because I finished episode 6. I don't know if they're going to have 8 or 10 episodes a season, but I will be amazed if they get another season after this. That's for sure. I don't see that happening. I mean, there's really nobody remotely famous in it. I mean, the people that are in it are great actors and actresses, you know, but there's no big names in it. You know, like a lot of other shows you might watch, and you might see some people in there that have been in a ton of other stuff. It's not like that, but it's great. I love it, man. I highly recommend it. Like I said, if you can handle some like ultra violence and some very odd violent and sexual scenarios, not a lot of sex in it, but there is some, and it's just odd. Okay, that's all the more I can tell you. Let's just say the lines between humans and androids goes back and forth and gets crossed a lot. If you were cool with watching the movie Ex Machina, you'll be fine with this show, and you'll probably like it, actually. But it's amazing. I highly suggest it if you get a chance. I'll quit saying that. Sorry. Music-wise, I mean, listening to Wee still. I love it. Great record. They actually had it for sale there. I was surprised, but I love it. It's a good one. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. Not much new in the world of music. Books, I mean, not really. I did go back in and read some. I'm all caught up on the new Moon Knight version. I do have some other ones to read. But again, my focus today is going to be just hanging out, chilling, playing this music and stuff, and finishing up that computer, getting all the benchmarks and all that stuff ready so that I can put this sucker up for sale maybe tomorrow. Because we do have volleyball tournament, of course, all day tomorrow. It's Sunday. So that's going on. But yeah, anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to check in with you guys, let you know I did a little record run. Again, I wasn't really planning it, but I'm kind of glad I did, because I finally pulled the trigger on that Plasmatics record, man. And I've looked at, there's 3 of them there. One's a picture disc, which I'm not a big picture disc fan. But, and then another thing I saw, they had Dio Last in Line picture disc. A lot of those record store day records I noticed were half off. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it next time I go. I don't know. But that's it, guys. Not much else to report. Hang in there, everybody. It's been a pretty funky situation with Ukraine and all that madness going on. It's been up and down as far as emotions for everybody, and fear from knucklehead Putin pushing the button. I know we're all, if you lived through the 80s and through the Cold War, you know what I'm talking about. That sunken feeling in your gut. It's kind of like, oh shit, are we all going to die in a half hour? It's unfortunate that here we are thinking about that shit again. But, until this dude is stopped, I would imagine we're going to have to just deal with that. That's it, guys. I will talk to you again in a week. I probably won't do a regular episode this week since this is just a special report. But I'll catch up with you guys next week. Take it easy. And, hey, it's going to rain later on today, so get off my lawn.